Hello, good day, beautiful people. I am the Inspirational Lady Noble 365 Tarot. Welcome to my channel. I greatly appreciate you being here. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I trust you will love this vibe, and everything you need to know about me is in the description below. This could be past, present, or future, you or someone around you. So take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else. This is a general read. This is not a personal read. If you like a personal read, just check out the description below, and I'll be happy to assist you with doing so. Okay? Hope you all are doing wonderful and feeling great. Tarot is a tool, it is not the final rule. And it is a good idea to have an empty cup when you are on Lady Noble's channel and you really want to see what's up. Collective. First card I have for you here is falling in love. Okay? So you could be in the energy of falling in love. Maybe thinking about love, reminiscing about love. Maybe you are maybe been reserved, maybe not dating for a while, or maybe you're just now getting back out and dating and, being seen, making it known that you are available and you are single and ready to mingle. Okay. And energy could also represent you falling in love with yourself. So this could be you maybe contemplating or reflecting on possibly falling in love with a significant other, male or female, or you just pondering on the idea of falling in love with yourself, falling in love with life collective, all the beauty that life has to offer you. Okay. Pouring into yourself, being kind to yourself. Maybe doing affirmations, that's a way to fall in love with yourself. Taking yourself out, treating yourself to something nice, just being kind to yourself and pouring into yourself. And so Spirit is saying this could be your season to focus on yourself and focus on simply falling in love with you. Okay? I'm hearing it's long overdue. Maybe you are someone who is quite busy. You have a lot to do on a daily basis. You're busy running errands, working. You could have a family. You could have children that you take care of. You could have a lot of people who rely on you as well. Okay. The Spirit is saying it's time for you to fall in love with you and pour into yourself. And so you could be picking up some new words, some new language, like the word no, not being available. People could not be accustomed to you telling them no. They could be used to you always being available for them. You could be the go-to person. You could be the matriarch of the family or seen as the matriarch of the family, the one who is trusted, trustworthy, the one who is chosen to do a lot of things when it comes to being responsible. Okay? But you have had enough, Spirit is saying. It's time for you to, fall in love with yourself, fall in love with life, and make time for yourself. You've done a lot of pouring into others. You've been supporting people, possibly your family, I'm picking up, for many years, running errands, babysitting children, helping here, helping there. I'm also picking up on someone who's taken care of maybe a relative or someone close to you who was maybe out and off of work. Maybe they injured themselves and so they weren't able to work. I'm seeing someone going to someone's house and caring for them, making sure that they heal and they, rejuvenate themselves until they were able to get back on their feet. Okay. I'm seeing someone who maybe you babysit people's kids. Maybe all the children loves coming to your house. You could be the favorite aunt, the favorite uncle, the favorite cousin, but all of this is just really wearing you out thin. You could be planning or want to take a vacation, but you never have time to do so because you're always involved or having something to do on your plate. And I'm also picking up even on your off days when there is nothing for you to do. It's like someone finds something for the collective to do. Okay. So it's time with the Devil card here for you to break away from that chain and that bondage of responsibility, because a lot of the responsibility that you are involved in has nothing to do with you. These are grown people, adults. They're not all children, meaning that they can, find other resources or other options if they need a babysitter or someone to drive them somewhere. You're going to have to use the word no, Spirit is saying. You could have been indecisive, regarding making these changes, but I am picking up on energy that's been in reflection mode, about falling in love. And maybe you taking care, confirmation with the horn in the background. Maybe you taking care of other people for so long has also impeded on your love life. It's probably intercepted your time, having time to date. And I'm also picking up on someone who's so much of a giver. You don't have privacy. Okay, you have your own home. You work very hard, but because everyone needs you and they're pulling on your energy, that you don't have privacy. Okay, and so maybe this could have intercepted your love life or your possibilities of dating certain people in particular. Okay, let's put those over here. Forgot a card. Okay. And so, yeah. And so maybe you've dated someone who was very interested in you, but maybe they were pushed away because they felt that you never had time for them. But this is your season. This is your season to be treated like the queen or king that you are. Okay, male or female. Okay, this is the Queen of Pentacles here. It is time for you to rest and rejuvenate, and for you to receive some gifts and some support, for someone to give you a lifting, a helping hand, or a lifting hand. Okay, for someone to maybe cook dinner for you, maybe run some of your errands. Okay, all the things that you have been doing for others, there has been no reciprocity. But this is your season of abundance. Okay, this is your season of abundance. So don't be afraid. You have to not be a Care Bear collective, because see, you've been indecisive. It's been on your mind that you're feeling worn out and you're needing to make a decision, regarding using the word no and letting people know that you are not their doormat. They cannot misuse you or call on you for everything. Okay. The next card we have here is the Star card. And so you are the star, but maybe you have not felt this way in a long time. Spirit is saying because you have allowed people to dim your light. You have allowed people to pull on your energy by you always saying yes and never saying no to these families, friends, whoever these people are. It has drained you. It has drained your life. It's depleting. And so you're unable to see your true nature, which is the star energy here, and the star shines bright. In this star card, this person has more than enough, to share, to store, to give away, but you may not feel this way. And that's because of all the people pulling on the star's energy around you. But this is your energy. You are the MVP. You are the powerful one. You are the strong one, but you don't have to be strong all the time. You don't have to be the yes man. Whenever someone has a situation going on, you can stay silent. And once again, Spirit is saying you can say no. So we have number 17 here, the 1 and the 7, equaling 8, mastery and action. So this 17 is representing for you, collective, to take action, to no more be indecisive. You could have Libra in your chart. There's no need to be indecisive. The decision has already been made. We just need you to put it into action. Okay. Maybe if there is someone, maybe you're helping out. Maybe you are their babysitter because they work long hours. Maybe you could give them a week's notice or immediate notice, okay, and let them know I will no longer be available to babysit for you. You need to find other alternatives. Okay, it's time to put those notices out. Okay. The next person call your phone and say they need a ride somewhere. Just tell them you just can't do it. And Spirit is also saying that you're in the habit of explaining yourself, collective. You do not have to explain yourself. You are an adult. You do have free will. And it's okay to say no without giving an explanation. Do not allow people to get you to drop your boundaries and try to manipulate or sway you into changing your mind, because people will do that. They'll try to play on your top. They'll try to get you to sway your answer after you've already given them one. So be mindful of that. You don't have to explain why you can't do something, because after you explain why, then they'll try to sway you into, oh, well, you can just do this and at this time, and you can just do this, so that's for someone, that's not for everyone, okay? You are desiring to live a life that is about celebration and bliss, but in order for attain this bliss and this consistent celebration in your life in different areas, in your career, in your love life, just feeling vibrant and happy. I'm picking up on someone who feels fatigued. You could feel worn out, from time to time, even on your off days, because you're just depleted and drained. It takes for you to set your boundaries, but only you can enforce them. You cannot expect people outside of you to enforce the boundaries that you set. It is your justice, and spirit wants you collective to give yourself this justice, okay? Give yourself all that you desire. Nobody wants it more than you. No one is going to give you self-respect and the love that you desire more than you. Every man is truly for themselves. As we've heard through our entire life, it's every man for themselves. Well, that's true. It's up to you to make sure that you are happy, that you are safe, that you are taken care of. There is no one outside of you that's going to make sure. So saving ourselves, an SOS going out, okay? All right. The next card we have here is the High Priestess. And so this energy of the High Priestess is giving me the energy of someone, like I just said, you're fully aware of what needs to be done. You have lots of wisdom. You're very intelligent, but it's all about you, mastering and taking action and accomplishing this life of bliss and fulfillment that you are desiring. You are not indecisive. You are sure of what needs to be done, okay? It says trust, spiritual insight, emotional stability. Okay, wisdom and knowledge, things to be revealed. Spirit guides, so your spirit guides could also be telling you that it's time for you to pour into you. You were not put here on earth to be anyone's doormat, okay? Nor were you put on earth to receive, relationships or experience different connections that are imbalanced, where you're not being respected, you're not being considered or thought of, where everything is one way. Okay, so and people are aware of what they are doing. Do not be fooled, collective. Do not think, oh, they don't know any better. Oh, they really care. They just don't know. Oh, they've had a lot. No, people are really fully aware. I don't care what kind of smile they come with or what kind of soft voice they come with. People are fully aware of what they are doing. It's about you, as I said, setting those boundaries, but you have to enforce them. People are not going to do it for you. The next card we have here is the Ace of Swords. Okay, it says new ideas, new plans, victory, and success, mental clarity. So you are receiving lots of mental clarity through this read right now, collective. Spirit is saying you are receiving that mental clarity. Okay, so it's time for you to fall in love with yourself. If not with a person, it's time for you to pour into yourself. There are many different phases and levels of love. Okay, in many ways to love yourself, being mindful of making sure that you're not full of anxiety, okay? Making sure that you're getting proper rest, making sure you're taking care of yourself. That is a way to fall in love with yourself. Like I said, affirmations, being mindful of the people, places, and things that you allow into your life, into your environment. That is another wonderful way to make sure that you are pouring into yourself, okay? Treating yourself to something nice, okay? Whatever you feel you desire, being kind to you, putting yourself first. You have to always make sure your cup is filled before you can fill anyone else's, okay? And so you may have to, go back to the drawing board, and possibly I'm also picking up on someone who just has a heavy schedule that needs to be reorganized, or maybe there are some things you need to remove off your schedule and stop doing, period, because it's just too much for you. Okay. If you're someone who works a 9 to 5, when you get home from work, doesn't matter what shift you work, you are entitled to have some rest as well as some peace. Okay. And if you're not getting that, and the spirit is saying for you to take action, your spirit guides want you to take action. It's time with the 8 of Cups to leave it all behind. It's time to leave it all behind. Okay. It's time to let it go. It says moving on. Let it go and let flow. Do not be nervous or, full of anxiety about what's ahead, because you could have been, programmed and so accustomed, because you've been doing this for so long, to, being the go-to person. You're like the glue that holds the family together, or you feel this way. You feel like, well, if I don't do it, who will do it. No, Spirit is saying they will be just fine, but you are their crutch, and it's time for you to walk away. So you're going to have to hurt some feelings and not be a care bear about it. Collective, just don't forget. Think of all the times that you have went to bed or dragging yourself. At the end of the evening, you're worn out, you're tired, and you get up from day to day and you do it over and over again, and no one offers to uh, asks you or offers a helping hand to lighten the load. Spirit wants you to think about that, because I'm picking up on someone's energy. They're very drained, lots of fatigue, lots of fatigue. You know. Just feeling depleted, not having the energy, so much so that it could be intercepting your love life or possibly meeting that other person because you're so busy doing everything for everyone else, okay? Possibly even watching others fall in love. Or babysitting for other people while they go out on a date, okay? And meanwhile, you cancel your date with someone who was interested in getting to know you. So be mindful of these things, okay? And so we have the Seven of Swords here, okay? Deceptions, trickery, okay? Stealing, risky behavior. It says making a break for it. So the Spirit wants you to make a break for it and get away from this lifestyle, of allowing these people to drain you, okay? You are not indebted to your family. This is for someone, not everyone. You are not indebted, okay? It doesn't matter whether it's your mother, father, sister, uncle, cousin, brother. You can say no. You're not going to be loved any less or punished for telling someone no. You're supposed to take care of yourself first and make sure you are in top tier, healthiest condition. Okay, and there's a lot of purple out here in these cards, and so your ancestors and sources trying to give you notification through signs and synchronicities, possibly in your dream state while you're astral traveling, as well as your awakened state. But you have to be aware and be ready to receive these messages. Possibly you've been having some dreams that you consider to be weird or unorthodox to you, but these are not weird dreams. So it's a good idea to get a dream journal, jot down what you can remember, maybe reflect and read it later. But the message has been trying to reach you regarding you taking care of yourself and your well-being. This is your time for you to receive your justice. And this is the time for those who chose to not give you a break to receive their consequences, which is learning to be an adult and stand on their own 2 feet, learning to be responsible and stand on their own 2 feet, learning to find other alternatives, to assist themselves. You are not the only alternative for them to figure it out, okay? And so the next card we have here is the Four of Pentacles. And also, this could be affecting your money as well. Maybe you find yourself having to stretch and penny pinch and not buy, or purchase the things that you desire because you're busy trying to fulfill the goals that other people have. Someone has something coming up and they don't have the cash and they come to you for it. They expect you to rescue them. All this is very burdensome, okay? Very burdensome. You are not indebted to these people. You will not be punished or loved any less. And I'm saying that again because there's someone who is really thinking that they will be punished or something bad is going to happen if they tell their family no. No, that's not how that go, okay? No one told you. I'm telling you, that's not how it goes, okay? Oh boy, if you don't take care of yourself, you can't help anyone, okay? But this reading here, this energy is someone who has been allowing this to go on for too long, and you know who you are, okay? You know who you are. And you may be full of anxiety and anxious, but you need to surrender that as well. You're full of anxiety, Spirit is saying, because this is other people's energy. This is not even your energy. This is over time, the momentum of you allowing people to attach themselves to you has created some kind of form of anxiety. So this is an illusion. The anxiousness that you feel, the indecisiveness that you feel, the anxiety that you feel is an illusion. It's not real. This energy comes from all the people who you are allowing to deplete you. This is being projected onto you. This is not your energy. And the moment, collective, that you choose the word no and actually take action towards stopping these people, as I showed you in the star card, because this represents you, but they're pulling on your energy, okay? With places they have to go. They want you to babysit. Can they borrow money? Give me a ride. What you cooking today? Can you do this? Can you do that? I need my hair done. Just all these different things, okay? And so the moment that you change this and stop allowing these people to pull on your energy, Spirit is saying you're going to feel so much better, and I believe it. No, I know it. You're going to feel so much better because these people will no longer be able to have you ripping and running. You'll get more rest. You're going to even see a change in your skin, in your appearance. You'll start to look more vibrant. They're taking away your vitality. The more you stick around and allow this, no one's coming to give you a gold star, collective. I'm picking up on someone who's been programmed to think that they're going to get a gold star or something for allowing people to run over them and just run them through the mud. No one's coming to give you a gold star for self-sacrificing yourself. The next card we have here is the Six of Wands. And so this is your energy. This is your energy. It may take you some time. It may be some kinks. And collective, you may even run into a few family members or friends who may have some words to say. Spirit is saying you do not have to be confrontational. Let them have their opinions and for you to keep moving forward. Spirit wants you to move on with the Eight of Cups here. You see, it says move on, okay? Spirit wants you to keep walking because this is going to create a massive shift in your life. And the reason it's going to create a massive shift is going to be positive for you. Like I said, your skin's going to look better. You're going to have more vitality, more energy. You'll be smiling and laughing more. You'll have time to do things you love. You'll have time to date. If you're not dating, maybe you'll start dating. You'll have time to plan that trip you always wanted to go on. You'll have the money to purchase the things you like. You won't be loaning it out anymore. Okay? You will feel and see such a beautiful, wonderful, drastic change that it's going to create a domino effect where you're going to increase your confidence about yourself and you will not allow anyone to take advantage of you because it's time out, just simply. Okay. And energy is real. This anxiety is not even your energy. You could have been possibly losing sleep, over stressing over the errands that someone else asked you to run. It's your off day. You're supposed to sleep in, if you choose to do so and do what you please, not be back and forth, Pisces or not be back and forth with your energy, not be indecision about anything because you're trying to figure out how to please everyone. We're not put here to people please. And really, we're not put here to make friends either. We may make some along the way. I call them associates, but we're not put here on planet Earth for those things only, okay? Those are the extras. Those are things that we accomplish along the way. If you find a good friend or two, which is very rare, I call them associates. I keep saying friend. Good for you. But if you don't, guess what? You have not failed because that is not the main course. That is not the objective of your existence, okay? That is not the main objective of your existence. You are here for a bigger purpose than what you think. Okay. And it's not what you've been doing. Okay. So this concludes the read. I trust and hope it assists you for your highest good. Later.